So this is a funny story. I'm having a deja vu moment, are you?
Yeah, a little bit.
So guys, welcome to the Hardline build log that was doomed for failure from the very start.
It got bent a little bit too far.
It got bent a little too far, it got misshapen.
Yeah.
And you know, when that happens at the wrong moment, trust me, awkwardness and pain can ensue.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and do a quick introduction to the project. I'll show you guys the tools we'll be using to do your very own Hardline system. So basically we're running an Intel Core i7 5960X octa-core CPU. We've got that running on an X99 Deluxe motherboard from ASUS. Graphics cards.
We got two 980s, which are both hard piped into the system as well.
And water cooled with a couple of blocks from EK Water Blocks. They actually provided all of the water cooling. We're powering this sucker with an AX1500i power supply because overkill! We know it's overkill. We could have used something half that capacity and it would have been just fine. Yep. Speaking of half that capacity would have been just fine, we've got 32 gigs of DDR4 memory in there. That's Dominator Platinums. What else have we completely overdone?
We have a massive reservoir, but I actually like the fact that we have a massive reservoir because topping this thing off is gonna suck.
And oh, right, of course, all the Hardline tubing tools. So it starts with the Hardline tubing. And Hardline tubing is important because compared to flexible tubing, you want one of these or you want one of those? That's awful.
One of these, really thin, but yeah, one of these. And it's PETG.
Yes. So that's important because PETG is less fragile, so it's less prone to breakage and cracking. It allows for more reattempts at bends and is just generally much easier to work with. It's less likely to lose its shape when you're bending it with this fuel line stuff that we'll be using. Yep. What else we got here? Oh, compression fittings. So these are special Hardline compression fittings that we'll be using throughout the build. They're from Primo Chill. They actually sent us a couple different styles. We like the knurled black ones.
Gloves are actually surprisingly important because while you're bending, the tubing, the PETG tubing is probably going to be really hot, so you're going to want some kind of gloves. You don't need anything too crazy.
And we got this baby to do the bender.
Yeah.
Do the bender.
Oh wow.
So this is the rigid bender from Primo Chill. The last thing is I guess we've got a saw and
the heat gun, also extremely important.
How did I forget the heat gun?
I don't know, because you also have to heat up the PETG. That's why you need the gloves so that you can bend it around the bender and maybe size it with the saw.
So guys, this is going to be an absolute blast. It's going to kind of start in the middle.
It was an absolute blast.
Yeah, it was a blast because we're done and we lost some footage, so we're redoing our intro. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Fractal Design listens, and the Define R5 case was made with feedback from you, the PC community. So click wherever you want to learn more. How about here and here? And then it's like, step 2 continued, remove the rest of them. It's like, okay, why don't I just remove them all? It's
Removing the screws, part 1A.
Yeah, sounds like a Linus Media Group video.
Titanium coated bits?
Nope, those are from masonry.
Ugh. Is it the brass for metal?
Yeah. It's a good thing EK includes enough thermal pads to basically do this twice. So you achieved a hole in a piece of metal in the last, 20 minutes. Here's what I did.
Not 20 minutes.
I done better.
Cool. You're not done.
Dick.
Yay! It's actually lined up.
Never got the whole Angelina Jolie thing. I don't know if I've ever said that on camera before.
I don't know.
I'm sure it will incite riots.
Yep.
Talented, yes. Attractive, no. All right, and then it's like, I had kind of a panic moment because EK sent 2 of the CPU blocks, 2 different kinds. And I kind of went, oh, they sent 2 GPU blocks. Wow, I really hope when I asked for 2 GPU blocks, they knew that I meant I wanted matching ones and they were going in the same system. They're okay though.
Okay.
They're the same.
That's good.
So, we're getting close to starting. Okay, there is something that we do still have to do though. We have to get this radiator mounted. So that means we have to decide like how that's working exactly. So the pump, so the pump is gonna take from here. Oh yeah, we gotta drill the holes to mount the reservoir as well. Okay, so we're not that close to starting. And the problem is that that radiator actually has a variety of different holes it can mount to, none of which it can access, because you see how this radiator is actually a touch wider than a 120 mil fan. Most rads are flush with the fan. So I actually can't quite get over far enough this way and can't quite get over far enough that way to hit these mounting holes. How about right there? You're supposed to see like the alignment and stuff.
No, you're here.
Is that like, is it super awful or is it like?
It's not directly in line.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get that without just doing new holes and like having some places where the grill is just there, we can't screw it in. Because it's not like it's gonna feed directly from that. We might have some, but it wouldn't be, there wouldn't be any kind of organized system to them. Okay, so all those spots I marked, basically the holes that are there need to be widened.
Okay, so I got a ghetto drill. Or find a bit that's good for it. If I'm ghetto drilling, no. If I find a bit that's good for it, then
I think we're ghetto drilling.
Then don't film it.
Okay, you remember how our genius plan was to fill it from the top? Well, there's a radiator. So, no.
Wait, what? Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Unless this is...
Oh, no, that wasn't the hole we were planning to go through. I think that's too small.
I think it was.
Oh, that's not what I was planning to do. It's okay.
It definitely wasn't over here.
We can come in here though.
And just go up.
And just curve it.
Sure.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine.
All right.
But
I believe.
I believe I can fly.
Wow, this has never been opened?
I believe I can touch the sky. Think about it every night and day. I think this is going to work, but this will come out at a bit of an angle, but it might be okay because it's going to come out at this angle and then go up to the CPU. So I think we should be golden as long as there are no clearance issues with the graphics cards. Where are they? Oh, but then we were doing our test fit with freaking the air coolers on. There's a drill bit here. My OCD is really angry. I legitimately went and bought a whole new set of that after whole room water cooling because people lost a couple of the pieces from it. So that is now officially the LMG set with its missing pieces that will make me crazy if I have to look at them.
Do you want to like hold it for me?
Sure. Right. Can Brandon watch?
I mean, like, I guess. If he's into that.
So he's into that. Okay, we should do this outside though, I think. Because you got to take it out to do those, the Dremel thing anyway. Yeah, it's like a disaster down there.
Well, I was given a cutting edge.
I know, that's fine. Linus Media Group, push forward with no regard for the consequences. These are just grabbing the edge. If I was going to do this somewhat properly, I'd definitely put washers on them because these went a little deep. Really dusty motherboard, wow. That's what happens when it sits on a test bench, I guess. So interference issues gone? Yep. All right. All right. I'm feeling good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Where'd the power supply go?
So,
Gonna put in the power supply. I was thinking maybe I would. Oh.
One of them maybe?
Yeah. Push, push, push! Yeah, okay, good. Our final decision. You want to do black and white or clear? Clear would work pretty well. And the res is going to be clear. We can't color it. So the res is going to look kind of out of place.
Yeah,
these don't look the same. Okay, now I'm a little worried. Is one of these like UV blue or something?
Oh.
You know what? let's go for the home run swing, because the black and white thing is gonna either look really cool or super dumb.
So we're going for it?
Yeah, let's go for the home run swing. Ah, hold still, you bastard. Whoa, put that up against there. And, oh, and 90 degrees-ish. Okay, that's not quite. So then you just hold it until it hardens. Our very first bend. Okay, well, here, I'll chat with you.
Okay.
So we are deeply worried about having enough tubing because Primo Chill, bless their hearts, sent us one stick of each color. Maybe they intended to send it to us just as a sample so we could then tell them what color we wanted to do this project and they could send us a whack of it, because we have zero room for error if we have enough tubing at all, and we're not sure which of those is the answer right now. So we're thinking a white run here, which is going to be like half or more of the rest of our white. Oops. Okay, so like kind of there to there. Then we're thinking this is going to have to go to here, and that'll have to be black. This one will be white, which will use up pretty much the rest of our white. Not a whole lot of room for error. And then this one will be black down to here. And then this one over here will be black as well. And I think we're gonna just make it. Let's put that in.
Yep.
Clean off the marks with isopropyl first, if you don't mind. That's alcohol?
Yeah.
It's not taking it off?
No.
That came off. These came off.
So
It's the heat! Oh, crap!
Oh.
And now I don't have my damn marks.
Rex, you know how you leave it on for a little bit?
Oh my goodness, I just went the wrong way on it. Holy crap, that was close. Okay, can you just... Oh. Wow. I am like... No. I didn't put the thing in. See how my pressure from the bend is really, makes it really flat here?
Yeah.
I figured out how to do it more like that.
Huh.
So what you gotta do is you gotta heat up the rest of it. So that's the least soft part. So then when you press it against it,
It bends more, pulls, that makes sense.
yeah, and it doesn't
Yep.
dent into it so much. Oh no, it's ugly! It's hideous! Ah, come
Enough length
on.
on there to chop that off,
I don't
No.
think so. I cut it already.
and we're out of white, right?
Yep. People are gonna see this video and they're gonna be like, well, if these idiots can do it. Maybe that's the point of Linus Tech Tips. All right, should we fill this sucker?
Yeah, man.
All right, so we've got
What?
our fitting
Something
up
just-
there. No, everything's okay, I think.
Okay. I thought I saw something drip or
We've got
fall.
some 1/2-inch tubing up here. That's gonna take a while.
It's gonna take a really long time.
So what's cool too about this hard pipe tubing is that its inner diameter is very small. So the actual amount of liquid in the loop is not very much. The total volume
Yeah.
is gonna be like radiators and reservoir basically. And stop.
No leaks.
Yet. Okay, that's not that bad. We did all right.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Okay, you got the weight and I'll do the maneuvering. So kind of like there-ish, there we go, and got it. That was fun.
That was really fun.
That was really fun. We learned a lot.
Yeah.
I think thing number one that I learned is that two things of piping is like not
really
enough.
Yeah.
No margin for error in a case this size. If you guys are gonna do a hardline build, because with like long runs in a big case, I think if you got a single color, get 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then if you want to do a two-tone thing like us, then like 4.
4.
Yeah.
I'd probably say 4.
Two-
One of each. 2 of each color. Sorry.
I mean, Jeffy made it, but
Barely.
Jeffy, we probably would have put him down. If we'd had the option to redo Jeffy, we probably would have. So that's something that you want to build into your bill of materials.
Yeah.
The other thing I think I took away from this is that I wouldn't recommend a hardline tubing system for your first water-cooled build. Softer tubing is way easier to work with. Like you just kind of, it's about like that. And
Probably that long. If it's too long, it's fine, whatever.
So there's a lot more room for error. Even for people who are experienced water coolers, I still wouldn't do this personally. Like, because for me, I can do a graphics card swap on my liquid cooled build in like 10 minutes. This, you are definitely draining most of your loop, if not all of it. You are definitely redoing some bends. It's a lot more work, but I think the result justifies it. It looks absolutely stunning. So if you were someone who maybe you're not even building for yourself, where you're going to be doing frequent upgrades,
a commission or something.
Yeah, I think it makes the production values of the system look way better. I mean, this is definitely one of my favorite builds that I've ever done or been involved in.
Me too.
Like, what would be better?
The only ones like together, I'd say the mineral oil build. It's behind us still. I really liked that build.
Yep.
But like for a more standard computer, this is probably my favorite, or if not, my second.
I think that my overkill build guide, that red one I did in the 900D with like 5 radiators and all the Noctua fans and like all that stuff, I think that still takes it. Whereas, but this one, even though it's not, like it's almost as high end, costs way less, and actually looks cleaner.
Yep.
Looks cleaner overall. That one I just loved for the just sheer
ridiculousness.
Overdoneness. I can't even move. I couldn't even move it. 5 radiators. So
ridiculous.
Yeah, great build. Lots of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. But I am like super hungry. So we've been at
all day.
How long were we at this?
Total 9 hours, probably.
Oh,
yeah.
It must have been just as painful for whoever was shooting it.
Thanks. And editing it.
Thanks, by the way. Yeah, editing is going to be a nightmare. So guys, thanks for watching. Like this video if you liked it. Dislike it if you thought it just plain sucked. Leave a comment on the forum, which is linked in the video description if you want to chat with our community or with us about this build log and all that good stuff. As always, also linked in the video description is a place where you can buy a cool t-shirt like this one. Like, for once, could you wear a Linus Tech Tips t-shirt? I told him, all he has to do is order them. I'll reimburse him for them. He doesn't order the t-shirts.
I wore it at PAX.
That's
true.
That one at PAX. You did do that. Also linked in the video description is a place where you can give us a monthly contribution if you love our work. You can also change your Amazon bookmark to one with our affiliate code. That costs you absolutely nothing, but we get a small kickback whenever you buy fans or shirts or whatever it is you buy on Amazon. And I think that pretty much wraps it up, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and follow and all that good stuff if you haven't already.